Edwin Eugene Buzz Aldrin Jr., born January 20, 1930, is an American engineer and former astronaut, and the second person to walk on the Moon. He was the Lunar Module Pilot on Apollo 11, the first manned lunar landing in history. He set foot on the Moon at 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 16 seconds, UTC, on July 21, 1969, following mission commander Neil Armstrong. He is also a former U.S. Air Force officer and a command pilot. Aldrin was selected as a member of the third group of NASA astronauts in October 1963. Because test pilot experience was no longer a requirement, this was the first selection for which he was eligible. After the deaths of the original Gemini 9 prime crew, Elliot C. and Charles Bassett, Aldrin and Jim Lovell were promoted to backup crew for the mission. The main objective of the revised mission, Gemini 9A, was to rendezvous and dock with a target vehicle, but when this failed, Aldrin improvised an effective exercise for the craft to rendezvous with a coordinate in space. He was confirmed as pilot on Gemini 12, the last Gemini mission and the last chance to prove methods for extravehicular activity, EVA. Aldrin set a record for EVA, demonstrating that astronauts could work outside spacecraft. In December 2003, Aldrin published an opinion piece in the New York Times criticizing NASA's objectives. In it, he voiced concern about NASA's development of a spacecraft limited to transporting 4 astronauts at a time with little or no cargo carrying capability, and declared the goal of sending astronauts back to the Moon was more like reaching for past glory than striving for new triumphs.